it might mean that you have 1,000 followers for the first year, and that doesn't feel so good. But those 1,000 followers will be with you for life. And there'll be people who will want to support you, and there'll be people who buy your products, and there'll be people who believe in you. And that's more valuable than, yeah, you can wiggle your ass on TikTok and whatever and get the spike of attention. But those people don't even know your name. They don't care about what you think. And I see this so much on TikTok. Kind of one of the bits of advice for TikTok is, once you find your thing, just do your thing. So if you went viral because there was this guy, like a year ago, he would always just do this dance to a song where, oh no, he'd run up to someone, he'd pretend to steal something, and then he'd like start dancing, and he had a big afro, and then he'd like pull his hood down, and then the afro would pop out, and people were like, oh, like,
It's an afro.
an afro, and you're dancing, and they'd kind of be like, oh, I'm glad you didn't steal my thing. And that was his thing. And he just did it over and over again. I saw some of those videos popping up, and he just did it again in a different situation. Cool. He's got millions of followers, and I'm sure he's managed to get sponsorship deals and all of this stuff. I don't know what his name is. I don't know what he thinks. He hasn't put any ideas out into the
It's
world.
not going to last. You're not going to go. You're not going to be on your deathbed and go, "Oh, look at the TikTok profile I made over so many years," right? But you, conversely, if you do it with authenticity, integrity, and you have 1% of his amount of followers, but who are authentic, real, loyal, you can look back on your deathbed and go, look at the people I helped, look at the people I connected with and gave something to, right?
Spot on. But that's the thing, isn't it? It's this giving versus taking. If you focus, like the hand that giveth gathers. So like if we can focus on just giving, okay? Give to be selfish. Be
Yeah.
selfless to be selfish. Just give value to people. Share whatever you're thinking about that has helped you overcome a certain challenge, or whatever it is, or a bit of information around marketing that really helped you make more money. Share it. Then people trust you. And you're giving. And that's when you build a real audience. Whereas the other side of things is, hey, look at me, look at my cute ass. Give me attention. Give me. I want something from you. So just flip that. And then that's how you kind of build with the authenticity and integrity over time.
Yeah, I mean, for those watching, I talk about this all the time, but I want to get something straight. It's okay to be twerking your ass. I mean, I like to watch someone twerking their ass.
Great asses.
But yeah, if your intent is to be famous and to get a load of following, then it's just not going to be real or everlasting or of any value, right? But if your intent is to I'm just going to have a bit of fun today, like you see a lot of popular. I did an experiment a couple of years ago when I just kind of reset my whole Instagram philosophy with photography. And I set up a dummy account and just was like zero, random, 0 followers, 0 following, just blank canvas. And I just was like, okay, what's Instagram going to throw at me? As in, if I go onto the homepage, what am I going to see with no information being given to the algorithm? It was, naked chicks. It was morbid car crashes, fights, people getting knocked out. They were like 40% naked chicks, 40% like bad stuff, right? That's that morbid fascination. I was like, oh yeah, I actually want to watch that. And then the rest of the 10, 20% were like mums making dicks of themselves at home, right? Stay at home mums, like, really, really popular videos, but they were doing it. The intent behind it was so different because they're just having fun, right? And that's what social media is really, a lot of social media should be about. But their intent wasn't to be, okay, how am I going to play the algorithm to get famous? How am I going to play the algorithm to get a load of followers so I could just be a sellout eventually, right? So it all comes back to the intent behind it. And it's the same with artists and photographers. Like, what are you going to change exactly everything about who you are as an artist in terms of how you create your story, your voice, your style, just to fit this, algorithm that can change overnight, and you might have followers that aren't really that loyal but are popular. If it kind of makes sense.